So when we hear, oh, people should do crossword puzzles to maintain their memory, probably good to keep some cognitive flexibility going. But if you love crossword puzzles, you're not going to grow your anterior mid-cingulate cortex.
Right.
If you love 45 degrees in the cold plunge after an hour-long run in the hills, which I do, probably not going to do much to grow this area. If you really don't want to do something and you do it, this area gets bigger. And it's got inputs and outputs from all of these different brain areas that make all of this make sense, like the dopamine system, like the learning and memory system, like the areas of the brain that say, no, I'm going to retreat from that. It's aversive. But you push yourself to do something that you don't want to do, this area gets bigger. And the best part is it translates to an ability to do harder things elsewhere. This, to me, I get obviously super excited about because it's nested in human data and animal data, in real world examples of dieting and exercise and aging and longevity and all of that. And it speaks to much of what you've talked about on this podcast for years and years, which is do hard things. It will give you an ability to do other hard things. But I've actually, I used to post my drawings on Instagram. That's how I started.
Really?
In 2019, I wasn't thinking about having a podcast. I was just posting pictures of the retina, talking about the retina.
When did we meet?
So 2019, I started posting on Instagram. 2020, I came on this podcast for the first time.
Okay.
But you were in LA at that time.
Right.
And and then I went on Lex's podcast a little bit later. And then he goes, you should start a podcast.
He's free.
Yeah. And there's this skateboarder
freely
named Jimmy Wilkins who's like breaking every barrier on skateboarding. And he actually uses his knees to contact the board and move the board while his hands are free. And he's a smaller guy, real small, real lithe, super loose ankles. And I said to him, like, what do your parents do? And he goes, my mom's a ballerina and my dad's an orchestra conductor. This guy's using his knees on the board. So like he does everything, not everything, but he does a lot of things hands-free at Mach speed. For people in skateboarding, they probably just want to see flips and 900 varials, and that stuff's cool.